today's lecture. Today we are going to look at some mechanisms based on the oxidizing reagents right from ozone to PCC. Even some reagents like IBX is also included here. Even that DMP is also included there. Silver oxide, then ruthenium tetroxide, MCPBA, etc. So first of all, we have seen the addition of ozone across the double bond of alkenes, but it also reacts with benzene to give 3 molecules of glyoxal. So we are going to look at the mechanism immediately once we are done with the review of the situation. Then ozonolysis, you break down this double bond, you get formaldehyde and a ketone. MCPBA, the concentrated reaction wherein you get an epoxide and metachloroperbenzoic acid becomes metachlorobenzoic acid. Then this reagent wherein double bond is there and ruthenium dioxide becomes ruthenium tetroxide in our presence of oxidizing reagent. Initially this becomes aldehyde, which is labile to oxygen and becomes acid. Then this aldehyde is also labile to silver oxide, so you get the benzoic acid starting with benzaldehyde. In the sixth reagent, IBX is there. Now we have seen with alcohol. Now in case of diol, you get diketone. So you require 2 molecules of IBX. We'll see the mechanism. Now here 1 molecule of IBX can oxidize this primary alcohol to aldehyde. Here the allylic alcohol is reacting with manganese dioxide and you get the aldehyde. Here the primary alcohol is reacting with DMP and you get this. Now this NHFMOC, FMOC is the protection for NH2. Then this primary alcohol is becoming aldehyde upon treatment with PCC. So we are going to look at all the reaction mechanisms pertaining to these reagents. So let us see the mechanism one by one. I am keeping the other part intact. Now let us see the mechanism for the addition of ozone across the double bond of benzene. If I write benzene like this, then we can have three moles of ozone are there with us. So I am using that. This is ozone, or else you can write O minus here, O plus here. Now this one, this is the mode of addition across the double bond. 3 moles are required because you have got 3 double bonds to react with. And finally, so as a consequence of this, what you will have, 3 moles of addition of ozone and you will be getting the molozonide. Now this molozonide then becomes ozonide. This is molozonide. Molozonide which becomes ozonide. Now, ozonide structure is little complex, but I am going to put that structure, and then it is only the reductive workup which can give you the glyoxal molecules. 3 molecules of glyoxals are obtained. So this is the thing, and now we have to write down the intermediate reaction also. One can show like how it is breaking down and so on, but let me put the ozonide here. So first of all, This is ozonide. Now this reacts and form 3 molecules. You can show the breaking like this. This is one, this is another, so that you get 2 aldehydes at 2 end. Similarly for this also you can show the same way. So this part becomes aldehyde. So this gives 3 molecules of glyoxyl. So normally this kind of examples won't be asked, but you should know that even benzaldehyde, the benzene can react with ozone and can give 3 molecules of glyoxyl. Second example was the example of ozone addition to this compound. Now this is the compound what we had, tertiary butyl group, and then addition of ozone. Simply you can show the attack here, this way, or the earlier one you can show. O, that's all. And then this will become, this is molozonide, this rearranges to ozonide, and finally without writing mechanism also one can show that this molecule is getting broken at double bond, this ketone and formaldehyde. So if you want to show, you can show the mechanism also. Then it will be a ring. Now this bond won't be there. Now what you have, a double bond O minus, and this part is C double bond O. Double bond O I am putting inside deliberately so that I can show the. Now this oxygen is positively charged, so let me put the next product. Now this is O, and now here it will be O, and this will be CH2, which is intervening here, OCH2. So breaking down this gives 2 compounds, one is ketone, the other one is formaldehyde. So what I'll do, I'll show like this, I will show it like this. So those 2 arrows, they can suggest that this part is becoming formaldehyde, this part is becoming ketone. So those are the 2 fragments which we are getting. Okay, moving on to the next example, that is addition of MCPBA across the double bond. So we have seen one example wherein we have written like this, OH, O, C double bond O. So this is the way you can represent the molecule. Then this attacks at electron deficient oxygen, this comes here, this goes here, and this ultimately takes up the proton. So that is how you get the epoxide with the release of metachlorobenzoic acid. So this is a concerted mechanism for the epoxidation. Now moving on to the next example, that is the example wherein ruthenium dioxide is used, and of course we are having a oxygen, so ruthenium dioxide becomes ruthenium tetroxide. So I am putting ruthenium tetroxide straight away, and we have shown that this is how the addition take place, and you are going to get the adduct, that is ruthenium, and then some matter of, so what you will have, let me clear this because that bond is getting broken. This becomes CHO, and this further oxidation is labile to oxidizing reagent, and that's why you get acid. So that is the overall transformation. Now silver oxide already we have written, but now here a peculiar example is there. So let me put that example. Benzaldehyde is there. Ag2O, where silver is Ag plus. So what is happening here? This is becoming plus. How plus NH? Because these two electrons will be there, one with oxygen, one with carbon, and the electron from carbon is taken up by Ag plus. So that is how it is becoming plus. Then addition of OH minus. So that will give you OH here, O dot. We have seen this kind of mechanism. A small rearrangement which gives OH and dot here. Ag plus take up that electron, and this becomes OH plus, and finally OH minus abstract a proton, and thereby you get the target molecule or the product. This is the mechanism with silver oxide. So that is to be okay. Now the peculiar example with IBX, iodoxybenzoic acid. So first I will put the structure of this is the iodoxybenzoic acid, and this is the diol. I am putting OH on the left hand side just for the sake of convenience. So let us do this. So I double bond O, OH is going off, and now you are going to have a bond between these two OH, right? This proton is abstracted by the I oxygen double bond, and what you have a iodo with OH plus now this is with 1 mole. If second mole interacts with this, then obviously you are going to get the desired compound. So I am just putting one step, remaining you can write. So initially this attacks on iodine, this goes off, and you get the target molecule. A repetition of the same step. Now one OH this is happening, with second OH again the same sequence would be there. So you can easily write down the mechanism for the diol also. So you get diketone if you are starting with secondary alcohol or diol. In the second example on IBX is this indole derivative. Let me put it as it in the simplest way. See OH, and then I am putting the IBX on the top so that I can show the this goes off. Then CH2O, let me write I with double bond O, and then there is a oxygen carbonyl, the other ring is there. Okay, then this will take up a proton, goes off, and you get the molecule, the desired molecule to be precise, CHO plus this becoming. So iodine oxidation state is going down from 5 to +5 to +3. So that is how the transformation take place. This reagent is undergoing reduction and the other one is undergoing oxidation. So substrate is undergoing oxidation, your reagent is undergoing reduction. So that was the next example. Now one example on DMP, Des Martin per iodine. So iodine, oxygen. And now you got 3 acetoxy group. Now I have told you that IBX when treated with acetic acid, acetic anhydride and acetic acid, you get this triacetate. And if I start with the molecule, now NH FMOC, this is protection, and here this is thiomethyl, and this is the primary alcohol we are interested in. One of the acetic acid goes off. I am writing the intermediate as it appears. OAC, one of the OAC goes off as acetic acid, and now here you will be having bond and the other accessories as it is, FMOC, SME. Then in the next step what happens is this comes here, this comes here. Second acetoxy group goes out as acetic acid, and you are left with monoacetate. Now we have started with triacetate, and you can see that 2 acetoxy groups are gone, and here you will be having CHO, and of course with CHO the other entities would be as it is. FMOC is protection, so not to worry about it. The reaction site you have to look at. So that is the overall thing. Then one more example is there, which is based on MnO2. Now MnO2 example, I'll just put the reaction side. I am not drawing the entire molecule. So what we have, I am not drawing the molecule. MnO2 is there. O, Mn, double bond O, OH. Let me show it like this. this oxygen is taken up, and what you have, you got CHO here and MnOH twice here. The other part I am not drawing because that is not taking part in the reaction, so that can be anything. Basically allylic alcohol is getting oxidized to aldehyde, the primary alcohol. If it is secondary alcohol, then it will be ketone and so on. One more example is there, we will see that, and I will just talk about the reduction reactions in short and then we will stop. CH2OH, and then as I said earlier, this is your chromium trioxide and this is having pyridinium hydrochloride. So you can have this structure also, no problem. O Cr double bond O OH, then this is taken up by chromium oxygen double bond, so this ultimately becomes aldehyde, and this part, this becomes so this is your H2CrO3. So CrO3 is plus 6, here it is plus 4, so this is undergoing reduction, and that is how the reaction takes place. Now briefly about reducing agents, I will just list them, and in the next lecture we can have reducing agents. First of all, metal hydrogen, that is first reagent. Second is hydride donors. Third is the specific donors, or you can have boron reagent, and fourth is name reaction. So metal hydrogen, this is conventional method of reduction or hydrogenation, you can say. Hydride donors, lithium aluminum hydride, lithium borohydride, sodium borohydride, dibal H, and so on. Then boron is different class, we can see it in detail right from diboron to the derived reagents. And name reactions, I will name few. One reaction is Rosenmund reduction, Wilkinson catalyst, and so on. So we will continue in the next lecture. We will have to look at all the details of these with their stereoselectivity, the regioselectivity, and so on. So these are the reagents, the broad classification. We will see all the reagents which are listed under this category, and the reagents which are there in the syllabus, we will cover them, and I will be putting some more reagents also alongside with these reagents. For today, I think this is enough, because we are going to start with the reduction topic. Now that is new, and I don't want to mix the things for today's oxidation with the reduction, because you need some time to understand the steps. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.